Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and now I will make a video to finish the task from Mr. Budi Kurniawan. The meeting 9 until meeting 14. Okay, the first is meeting 9. The question is, why Hedda Gabler is an important? In my opinion, Hedda Gabler is a high point in its creative life. Also, the social dramas of this first period fake, full-bodied, and believable character. It's an massive psychological depth in Hedda Gabler that his later works never surpass. Having investigated the feminine character in a male-oriented society in a doll's house, Ibsen enlarged his scrutiny to encompass the full pathology of the social female. Also, Hedda Gabler is an example of perverted femininity. Her situation illuminates what Ibsen considered to be a depraved society, intent on sacrificing to its own self-interest the freedom and individual expression of its most gifted members. The problem of Hedda Gabler illuminates the universal problem of women and a society ruled by men like Miss Alving and Nora. Hedda must make an independent decision about her life. Women, however, in all but the most progressive societies. Okay, the next is meeting 10. Meeting 10 is the question is, tell what is your personal opinion about A Doll's House? In my opinion is, A Doll's House traces the awakening of Nora from the previously unexamined life of domestic wealthy comfort, having been ruled her life by either her father or her husband Thorvald. Nora finally comes to question the foundation of everything she has believed in once her marriage to the test, having borrowed money from a man of ill repute named Krogstad by forging her father's signature. She was able to pay for a trip to Italy to save her sick husband's life. He was unaware of the law, believing that the money came from Nora's father. Since then, she has had to contrive ways to pay back her loan, growing particularly concerned with money and the ways of a complex. Then the next is meeting 11. The question is, what is the moral message of Ghost? Okay, moral message is, Ghost is in Ghost a play about how people present themselves. Henrik Ibsen demonstrates that people leading immoral lives often still have internalized reputation. In particular, late Captain Alving is deeply revered by this community, despite the fact that he was a pioneering alcoholic, where only accomplishment should be attributed to his wife, Mrs. Alving. Mrs. Alving has always wanted to confess that her husband was morally alcoholic, but has refrained from doing so because she wants to maintain his image. On the eve of opening an orphanage dedicated to the memory of her husband, so she confides in Pastor Mendes, a close family friend, that Captain Alving was deprived. Mendes is beside himself when he hears this, but his initial reaction to the news suggests that he cares more about how people present themselves than how they actually behave. Now, then the next is meeting 12. The question is, what do you think the most interesting part of the story of an enemy of the people? Okay. The answer is, as for Stockman, he has to choose by the end of the play agree that his earlier assertions were misquoted misguided and subsequently fall in line or stick to his views even when it means he will face extreme persecution of himself and his family. Stuckman chose the latter, and he truly does face a staggering array of obstacles. He has no jobs, no home, his children are threatened, his reputation is children are threatened, his reputation is destroyed, his friends are gone, and he is viewed as a dangerous threat to society when all he desired was to help the town. His position demonstrates how being in the right can often translate to being an outsider, to living a difficult, strange life. He claims at the end of the day that because he has truth, as he is alone, and because he is alone, he is strong. Okay, that is an answer of meeting 12. And now, next meeting 13. The question is, what moral value do you personally think in The Lady from the Sea? According to me, The Lady from the Sea is play very significant and five facts. The action takes place in a small town in northern Norway and depicts the life of Eldeloch, a woman in love with the sea who must choose to either stay on land with her husband or sail the seas with her former love. There remains Elida for Vasilova, and she tells her story to her husband. She says that she was engaged to a sailor who murdered his captain, and in his escape took Elida to wife for him, as he will return for her. She worked to him, but he never responded, and so she assumed that he is dead. But he appears later on and tells Elida that she is bound to him and forces her to make a choice between him and her husband. He tells her that he will come back the next day before his ship takes off. Okay, the next is the last meeting 14. The question is, what is the moral message of an enemy of the people? The principles of Ibsen teaching his moral ethic was the honesty in facing facts is the first requisite of a decent life. Human nature has dark edges which must be explored and illuminated. Life has weaknesses which must be recognized to be avoided, and society has humbled hypocrisies and obscure diseases which must be relieved before they can be cured. Okay, that is the video. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.